talk about how you dive in from that, and you're all in, you become certified as a health coach, a lifestylist. Then now, how is it that you became so passionate about fertility and the reproductive system?
All right, great question. What I originally saw was that if I presented somebody something as simple as eat these fruits and eat these vegetables, they would always automatically have a response to me of why they couldn't possibly do that and how that's dangerous. Oh, I read this article, my doctor says not to. But the same people, within the next 5 minutes, they're eating an Oreo and drinking an energy drink. And there's no, my doctor told me not to eat, Doritos and Oreos and cupcakes and cake, and to drink energy drinks and all this random product that's never been tested, but they've been ingrained in their mind, oh, don't eat this fruit, this vegetable. Even sprouts, if you tell a pregnant woman to eat wheatgrass, oh, I heard that wheatgrass contains E. coli and I can't eat wheatgrass. Well, wheatgrass doesn't grow E. coli. It's just that they want you to have something in your mind that, oh, well, the guy that cut the wheatgrass might not have washed his hands, so it could have this. And so there's all these like roadblocks. So I was entering all these roadblocks. But the main reason I got into fertility is the roadblocks were a lot bigger when I was working with elderly people who had, complications that may have stemmed from, let's just say, mercury amalgam fillings. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wait a second, I could work for them forever trying to explain to them that why they should have the mercury removed from the mouth, and this is the symptoms that they're having. Or I could work with mothers who are, wanting to be fertile, wanting to give birth, and I can instruct them, hey, let's do a process where you never have to put the mercury into your child's mouth, and we never have to do these cleanses and these detoxes, because the child will never have to, consume all the stuff that we're trying to detox and cleanse from. And that's when I started like discovering my passion. What was your question? Is the passion became, oh, these people are excited for information and they are taking it in for a sponge, and they're not giving me the roadblocks like some of the other people that I've encountered in the world.
Mm. But it's amazing how many mothers are out there drinking sodas and drinking wine and while they're pregnant with their babies. And we know that they've done studies where the baby is attached to the umbilical cord, and the baby's umbilical cord has 285 toxins in there. So is it difficult at times to get a mother that's addicted to junk food and doesn't believe that nutrition makes a difference? That's not your clientele, is it?
So when I first, like, one of my thesis statements that I say is that what we're going to talk about, as a couple, and I try to deal with couples, not just the mother, because the father is just as important, but what we are going to talk about is what's best for the baby, not what's best for you, or what makes you feel good, or what makes you feel normal, or what feeds your addiction. Like, this is what I teach is what is optimal for the baby. Mm-hmm. And I'm coming from an industry as a doula and many of the doula certifications, which is simply just another word for a birth coach. But in many of the doula certifications and how they're taught to be an advocate for their client. Mm-hmm. And I was simply told, if your client decides they want to smoke, it's your role to say, these are the benefits of smoking while pregnant. These are the negative effects of smoking while pregnant. And I presented you this information. Now you can make a decision. I'm never in the world going to work to that capacity. So that person, that is not a client for me. So I consider that like, that's your junior high, basketball coach, or your junior high piano coach is like, oh, we're all going to get a trophy and we're all going to be happy. And I'm just going to help you come here and have fun. And in the end, you might, like, I'm at the, concert level, Kennedy Center, London Symphony Orchestra, the NBA championships of, listen, we have a 9-month, to get here. Practice starts today and we're going to practice perfect. So when we get to the game time situation of giving birth or whatever it might be, and that push comes, you're going to have the best experience possible.